Mortal Kombat.
She's like, video,
that's the intro. What's up, guys? We are here today on PVTV episode 9 to talk to you today about vaping, our personal experiences, how we've done it, how it's affected our lives day in and day out, and we want to tell you all about it. All right, Ian here, and I'm going to tell you about how we quit. I really enjoy this topic because I believe everyone should be quitting smoking, and there are several different things that I feel may stop people from quitting because you're just unfamiliar with it, and we're going to touch on those things such as the 2-week cough that a lot of people get once they start vaping and quit smoking cigarettes, maximum VG, which a lot of us use because PG may irritate your throat a little bit. You may be allergic to it. Yep. Allergies, yeah. A lot of dual-use products. I really feel we need to touch on that because that is a super important issue. And with that, I'm going to go to Justin on the 2-week cough because he is super well versed in that 2 weeks.
Super well versed. I am. So essentially, what the 2-week cough is once you start vaping, if you're a current smoker, and you decide to switch to vaping, about 2 weeks in, what happens is your lungs begin to clean themselves out. And what happens is us as vape shop employees, people come in all the time, and they tend to want to blame it on vaping.
The old pneumonia.
The old pneumonia or the moisture, which is not entirely true. What it is your lungs will clean themselves out. You're not putting that tar in and all the other chemicals that are burning the cilia, which are the fibers in your lungs. They start to heal. They start to replenish themselves. They come back. So they're clearing themselves out. They're getting all that gunk out of there. So that's just another point that you have to get through once you start vaping. Once you're through that, your lungs are, I'm not going to say back to what they were before you were a smoker, but they're a lot better off.
They are well
now.
On their way. The
yeah.
human body is
definitely
amazing.
So just realize that if you're going to switch to vaping, that's going to be one of the steps you're going to come to. So if you notice that you start coughing a little bit more than you were the first week that you started vaping, that's what it is. Your body's starting to heal itself because you're not putting all those negative things into yourself.
Absolutely. And with that, Rebecca, PG allergies and things that may bother people with PG.
People can be allergic to PG. My mom actually was. So I switched her, got a whole setup that works with max VG. Usually PG allergy, you'll sneeze, you'll cough a lot. You just have a whole full out reaction when you take those first hits. So if you have those issues, you should look into tanks and devices that can push max VG, vegetable glycerin. It'll definitely help out with that.
VG is a little bit thicker, so
yeah,
it's definitely something you want to look into to make sure the coil that you're using in the tank can handle the thicker
if you have like a little plastic like EVOD tank, the coils can't push it. You'll get burnt hits, not very pleasant. You can do a VG heavy, which will help a little bit, but if you're still having that reaction to max VG mix, it's definitely the route for you to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about touching on the dual use and what that means to people who are vapors and smokers?
Honestly, dual use is kind of important to me just because I didn't immediately quit with vaping. Someone didn't just hand me a machine and was like, cool, you quit smoking.
You vape now.
Yeah, it took a little bit for me, and that's okay. That's really okay. It took me to go from 1 cigarette in the morning, I vape 2-3 times after that, and I go right back to a cigarette. I couldn't completely get off the cigarettes, and it was hindering my quitting process.
Yeah, the healing process.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would start and be able to do it for 3 to 4 days at a time, and then I just want that cigarette. And you just kind of have to push on with the vape, and you can. I did it. It took me a little bit, but I did it. And now I don't have that 2-week cough. I wake up in the morning feeling way more refreshed. Oh, yeah. I can do sports and not die in 5 minutes. I can sport now. I can. Yeah. That was great.
Never mind.
I got you.
Never mind.
I got you.
Thanks for looking out.
Awesome.
The hell with this guy.
Honestly, the quality of life has just improved dramatically for me. Just because I took that final step and looked at my pack of cigarettes and was like, I'm done. I'm done with you. I threw it away. There was 3 left.
Some people do need a dual use, and I get that. My mom still does it. She went from like a pack a day, pack and a half, so I got her new setup, and she literally smokes 1 cigarette a day.
That's awesome.
In the morning drive and back from the train station. That's it. And that's what she needs to help her transfer over. It helps. If you force yourself too soon, it might not work for you.
Yeah, it'll just hinder the whole quitting process.
So you might need to dual use to help you transition over to fully quitting.
Yep.
If you force it, it just doesn't work. You have to be ready. Just be in mind, if you dual use, you're still going to have all those side effects from quitting to going back, because your body starts cleaning itself out, and then you're putting everything back in, and you're confusing it.
Exactly. It's literally like cutting yourself, looking at the scab, ripping it off every day. That's what you're doing, which is okay. If that's what you need to completely heal eventually, do what you need to do.
Whatever works for you. That's the main point. Is everybody's different. The steps aren't going to be the same for any one person. So whatever works for you.
How do you personally feel now that you've completely stopped the dual use? You're 100% vaping. Do you feel a different?
Way better. I don't wake up in the morning feeling like I slept struggle cuddling an elephant.
Yeah.
On your chest. All of this is loose now. It's not all like crushed. I used to actually annoy the shit out of me, excuse my French, but when I would lay down and go to sleep, even if I drank a bunch of liquid and stuff, I would lay there, and while I was breathing, I would whistle.
Gurgle, yeah.
And it would, every time I would inhale, I'd get like a wheeze, and I couldn't get it to go away. So I literally have to fall asleep listening to that because I chose to smoke. And that was like the most annoying thing, and I haven't had that in like over a year. Another thing too, if you suffer from heartburn, I've noticed, I used to, like, if I sneeze the wrong way, like I got the worst agita ever. So ever since I quit smoking, like, no heartburn.
Honestly?
Very rare. Unless if I eat like hot sauce,
now that you
or spaghetti sauce, but like, I could eat a banana, boom, heartburn. Like I drank too much water that day, heartburn, and I don't mean just like I have heartburn.
No,
it's like there's bile in my throat. Like I can taste it. Yeah, like it was horrible, and
it's called GERD.
I
had the same thing. I used to take Nexium all the time, and now that you mention it, dude,
pocket rally around your belly with a pocket full of
I used to smoke menthol. Yeah, I used to smoke menthol. No, he was Reds.
Full flavors, bro.
Yeah, I was a menthol smoker, and every night I'd literally have to sleep with 3 pillows under my head because I'd have to be at an angle because all up in here would just be on fire. I had GERD. I was taking Nexium every day, and I didn't think about it until he just mentioned it. And I don't really have heartburn anymore. I'm not eating Tums like candy, and it's phenomenal. Super cheap.
I notice in here too, when we're working throughout the day, sometimes it gets hectic and you're running around like a maniac. Like, I can run around like that now. Like, I'm still large. I still, I'm affected by that, obviously, but compared to how I used to be, I would literally do what we do here on a daily basis for like 2 hours and I'd be dead. Like, I'd have to go take a nap. I couldn't breathe. My chest hurt. All of that when I was smoking. And now it's like,
it's gone.
I feel fine. Like, I feel like I could run around and I'm not like sucking for air. It's there.
That's awesome.
The air is there.
What about you?
Well, I didn't have any of those things that you guys had. I did get significantly out of breath for being, at the time, I guess I was 22 when I finally quit. And my final straw was a helping a friend move. Got super out of breath, and I knew I shouldn't have because I was always athletic and played sports. And I knew I was done. Now I don't get as out of breath. I don't get as sick as much. I used to have constant bronchitis. That was what I got. I always had bronchitis. Barely got sick this winter, which was super awesome. A couple colds here and there, but
save on them co-pays.
Yeah, nothing as drastic as what it was when I smoked.
Nice.
How about you?
Like I said earlier, I used to wake up in the morning and immediately my first thought was, I need my cigarette. Isn't
that a horrible feeling?
Dude, it's terrible.
That's like I wake up in the morning when I was smoking and like I wouldn't even worry about like where oxygen was. I was like, I need a cigarette. Yeah, like, I can't breathe.
Where's my
smoke see out of my eyes yet? And I'm like, where's my cigarettes? I had to find them. Like,
I'm not attached to that ball and chain anymore.
I was bad. I would smoke to justify eating.
Yep.
To justify smoking more.
Yep. Because there's nothing.
Like,
that's
a super healthy way to go about life.
I would be off for a while, laying in bed watching Netflix. I light up a cigarette. Oh, I just smoked. Let me go get a snack. Oh, I just ate. Let me smoke another cigarette.
Yep.
And then the cycle just continues.
I would have like 5 packs of cigarettes in my purse at a time. I literally would go in and buy a pack of cigarettes every day at Wawa, whether I needed it or not. So that on my days off, I was super stocked and I could just lay in bed and smoke.
It's a short road to this, bro. Cheese sticks and cancer sticks, bro.
Yeah, I
Got
mean,
me here.
other than that, I didn't really get sick in the first place. I don't remember the last time I was sick.
It's bionic, man.
It's,
Can't spell bionic
great.
without Ian.
No, no.
Yeah,
No, you totally can.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we've heard our personal insights on our transition from smoking to vaping, and we've gone over the different side effects and things you can experience during that transition, we're going to talk to you a little about using your common sense and doing your research while you're getting ready to transition over, so you can make the best decisions for you.
Yes, and with that, I'd like to touch real quick on 2 videos that I found very informative. You can find them on YouTube very easily. One is a guy essentially builds a machine that inhales air, I guess is the easiest way to put it, and he puts a carton of cigarettes through it. So he hooks up a cigarette, he lights it, it sucks the whole cigarette down, and it's pulling all this into a 2-liter bottle of water. So after he goes through a carton, he takes the bottle of water, he pours it into a pot, and he boils it. And what he gets at the end of this video is literally, it's literally black, milky, charcoal grossness.
Go check it out.
And that is, yeah, and that's what's in your lungs after, while smoking. Another great video that I found very informative, how scientifically proven it is, I don't know. But essentially, the guy takes 2 wine glasses, he puts something on the table that attracts flies, puts 2 wine glasses over, 10 flies each, let's say. Slides the glasses out, he blows cigarette smoke into the one, closes it off, pulls it out, blows vape into the other, closes it off, sits for about 10 minutes, pulls it out, does the same thing again, lets it sit. At the end of the video, essentially, he picks up both glasses. All the flies that were under the cigarette smoke glass are dead. They're just laying there on the table. All the flies that were under the vapor glass fly away, and they're free. They're free like Willie. So that has to tell you something. I mean, just do your own research. It's out there. Look for it. There's very informative stuff out there. Form your own opinions. Don't be sidetracked by what the media is telling you.
I believe it was Abraham Lincoln said this quote: "Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
That's it.
Do your own research."
Bow bow. Hit you with them. Air
Please,
for days.
definitely do your own research.
Yeah.
Also, when you do your own research, please take note of who wrote the article.
And who was funding the
Who was funding the article. All of that good stuff is super important. I see posts on Facebook hourly
seriously
about political crap that makes no sense, and you read the source and it's some guy in North Dakota in his basement.
Some guy MD.
Super negative things about vaping that are funded by big tobacco.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Definitely figure out who is funding these researches and who they are working for.
Definitely form your own opinion. You're intelligent people. You're watching us, so
yeah, you gotta be smart.
You gotta be super smart. So I think we've covered pretty much all we're gonna cover in this one here. So with that, for this episode of PVTV, I'm Justin.
I am Ian.
And I'm Becca. And Steve Anderson, make sure you contact us because this was your topic.
Indeed.
So contact us, show us your ID, of course, prove that you're 18, and you will receive a free 120 mil. No, okay. Free 120 mil of any PV house juice. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Sorry. Most awkward ending ever.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Please
PVTV.
like and subscribe. Yes, we love you. Peace, love, and rubber gloves. Wait, hold on. How many of these do we need? Do we need all of these?
I need all of these.
Okay. I need 7 mods to vape while we film this 15-minute video. I won't survive if I don't.